I see spaghetti and meatballs staring at me. Spaghetti and meatballs staring at me. Get yourself a serving, maybe two. Talking Bulls basketball is what we do. Get your garlic bread and your dish of the week on spaghetti and meatballs. Oh yeah, spaghetti and meatballs. Don't forget the Parmesan cheese.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, spaghetti and meatballs are back. Trevin and Johnsy, looking good over there, big guy.
I'm trying. I'm hanging on.
That a boy.
We were talking pregame.
Yep.
Things they're sucking us back.
Yeah. Oh, I think at this point they've got us. They've got us hooked now.
We never, to be clear, we never got off.
That is very true. That is very true. A lot of people jumped ship long ago. We thought about it. We were on the edge, teetering. But we're sticking by. We're sticking behind this team.
For our loyal listeners, it was, and I don't know if the guys in the locker room listened to it, but when we were the Trade Them All episode, when we were very hot,
yes,
they played a lot better.
Yes. And do you think that's a coincidence? Or
well, that's I don't want to. That's what I'm leaning to. Now, here's my second question with that, and this is more of a yes, we can he and ha about them taking us to heart, but does Pat Bev have something to do with this, or is it just coincidence?
You know what? I'm going to give him some credit. I'm not going to say it's all him, but I'm definitely going to give him some credit. He kind of brought in that outside viewpoint, and he came in with that urgency, that
intensity.
You're not going to see, no one on the roster as it was that type of voice. They lead in different ways, but there was no one who was going to kind of challenge people and bring that intensity on a nightly basis. So not all credit to him, but yes, definitely a lot of credit to him.
I think he can really I'm not comparing him to Lonzo, but only in the sense of the true point guard.
Point guard, yes.
Caruso's not. Io's not. Kobe's not.
Right. They might be able to do it in short stretches or possession to possession, but that's not their game. And so, I agree with you. Having that true point guard definitely helps.
And speaking of which, I just want to bring up a point.
Yeah.
Is that I think, and people are going to be like, John, you're such a meat bull fan, and you're always talking about him. But I think Kobe's turned a corner.
Dude, okay.
Defensively, the dude is figuring it out.
He is a legit two-way player.
He is.
He turned his game, and he handles the ball much better. Again, not a true point guard, never will be, but his handles are much better. And on the defensive end, dude, he is. Yeah, they have to sign him.
Call me crazy. I agree with that 100%. But call me crazy. But say it's closing minute, Bulls are up, 5. The other team makes a layup. We're inbound, and they need to foul. I want Kobe having the ball. Zach, I'm sorry, and I hate agreeing with Frank. And I'm not going to agree to the level with Frank saying we should have signed him. But he isn't the clutch performer. I don't want Zach at the line to see, can he do it? Is he an 80-something%? Yes. But Kobe is going to go up there and step up and drill him.
I agree, because even DeMar has missed some clutch free throws at the end, and he's a great free throw shooter.
Yes, he is. And technical free throws, they've both been missing. I'm like, what is?
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would get the ball in Kobe's hand in that situation.
And that's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I agree with you. I like that.
And here's my thing, too. I just want to reiterate. I'm not saying the game is tied and we're, it's
looking for someone to take
20
a final
seconds to go and it's our ball. I'm saying that's DeMar time.
right, but up three with 15 seconds left.
Yes,
Where you know the other team's going to foul. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's been really nice. That's in a season that hasn't had too many peaks, or too many highlights. That is definitely something that I'm going to come away from the season like, all right.
And I think because of how he plays, or maybe just like whatever it is, people forget that he's like 6'5", 6'6". Like he's not some tiny.
Right, he's not some like 6 foot 6'1" little guard out there.
Yeah, he's a big guy. So it's like he can. My other thing, and you're always the guy on the inside with the health information. What do we missed Drummond last night, and I didn't watch. We talked. These 9:30 starts are for the freaking birds.
Yeah, they ain't happening.
We missed him last night. We got just pounded on the glass.
Yeah. Well, Drummond's taking some time away he's having a little, personal time, some personal matters. So I didn't even push that button. You respect someone with that. Yeah. But we definitely need that. I mean, there isn't anyone on the roster that can do that.
Right. It's like Vooch is going to get you 12 rebounds. Yep.
Yeah. So, but and then Javonte only played a couple minutes last night. So I reached out to my teammate. What was the deal with that? Is it, are they still kind of, because I didn't catch a lot of last night's game either. But Mandalorian, we had to watch. It was the new episode of The Mandalorian, so I had to take care of that.
You got priorities.
We got stuff going on. Anyways, now I forgot where I was even going with that. But so I don't. Oh yeah. So I don't know if he got injured in a way or if he was just trying to not. So I'm not really sure. I reached out to my guy. As always, I'm waiting to hear back.
And we've said this. We're Billy backers. And the people that get on his case, dude, we don't have Lonzo Ball. We haven't hardly had Javonte. AC's missed a huge portion of the season. Derek Jones Jr. missed time. Zach missed time. Like, people.
Yeah, all things considered. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he is on the list of 1 to 50 of things that I point the finger at. He's way at the bottom.
Yes. Like, I think if you talk to, like us, people in the know in the NBA, it's like Billy's doing a great job.
Yeah. Well, even when Pat Bev came over, he's singing his praises. Like, he's a great coach. He's got all, so can only do so much about injuries and, whatever. But I don't know. He's way at the bottom of things I blame.
So you and I also talked about, maybe I'll bring it up. We said that the Bulls could skunk their way into the 8th spot.
Could they do that?
They could. We have a crucial Atlanta game coming up in about a week.
Yes, that is. What day is that? We might have to
do an episode. That is Tuesday, April 4th. That's this Tuesday.
Yeah.
I have class. But if you do something, maybe I sneak away. I don't know.
We'll see what we can. Don't hold us to it, but we'll see what we can
come up with. I'll tell you what.
That'll be a big one. Yeah.
I am on spring break next week. If you want to do a daytime episode before I leave for class,
that might work out because the kids are on spring break. Julie's on spring break. We could get it. We could do it in the morning. Fire it out there right away
before the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that makes we have a Charlotte and a Memphis game in between. We need another one of your patented 2-0 predictions.
Oh boy, I really wish I could. I'd really like to, but where's that Memphis game at? Is that at home or is that in Memphis?
That is, we're looking at a home dog. Home.
Ooh, it's an afternoon game. I'm doing it again. I'm backing it up, back to back, 2-0 weekends, baby.
Yes, absolutely. Here we go.
Yeah.
So we get a Friday night dub, and then we get a Sunday matinee. Hopefully by then UConn's playing in the national championship Monday night. Go Huskies!
Oh, go Huskies!
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, right.
So we get those two, and that makes that Atlanta game, and that's what I was going to do. Sorry, I was going to look up Atlanta schedule.
Because they are 2 games in front of us right now, with also the Raptors tied with them.
Yes, we're behind the 8 ball. But are you looking at are you looking at standings? Because I thought when I did, there's no way that anyone we're in the play-in game at least.
The Wizards are 2 games back, so
no, not out of it then.
Yeah, theoretically they were 3 games. So I wonder if Washington won last night.
Okay, so here's Atlanta coming up. They have the Nets, the Mavericks, us, the Wizards, the Sixers, and the Celtics.
Okay, and that was Atlanta's
tough stretch for Atlanta.
That is, you said the 76ers in there,
the Mavericks,
yeah,
us, Wizards, who are still trying to compete, the 76ers and the Celtics. They could out of those.
Yeah, that's a rough stretch to finish.
Out of those 6 games, they go 2-4. Now let me look at the Raptors.
I was going to say, yeah, what's Toronto's?
Let me look.
I'll take a peek at Washington's just for the fun of it.
Yep. Okay. Are you ready? So Raptors, you're going to like this. 76ers.
Okay. Good start.
2 against the Hornets, which, okay. Celtics, Bucks to end the year. They got 6. They could go 3-3.
Wow. If that's the case, we're sitting in the 8th spot.
Yeah, I think we could pull this off.
I think there's a chance, man. Because
give me some positive.
We still have the Bucks as well. And like we said, Memphis. And who else? Is there another game next week? There's one more.
Dallas.
There. Oh, Dallas. And then we finish with Detroit. So, yeah, that's when you look at those schedules, by far that favors the Bulls.
Yeah, I think we can do this.
I think we can. Can't lose that hope yet, John.
No, you can't. Okay, so let's build on some positive. There's one that I want to is that I feel not only has DeMar been taking more threes, but when he legitimately, and I know people say the phrase "step in it," but this guy steps into a 3 like I haven't
3-foot step, yeah, at least. Yeah.
When he steps into a 3, he's pretty good.
I'm telling you what, man, teams might have to start respecting that a little bit more because, DeMar has never been known as a 3-point shooter. So most teams don't even worry about it. But if he's knocking down a couple of those a game, all of a sudden that changes it. So
it changes. I think Zach, since All-Star break, has been playing lights out. And I know I made the comment. I stand by that comment end of game. But, rest of the time, he's been aggressive. I think he's realizing quicker when his shot is off and he needs to take it to the rim.
Yeah. Well, and so because you're big on that, I get texts all the time about, gosh, why can he not just take it to the hoop? I saw something where I don't know if it was since the All-Star break or since right before it, out of people who take at least 6 drives to the hoop and, shoot it, he leads the league by shooting 60% at the rim.
Yes.
I mean, what more proof do you need than that?
And it was early. It might have been right, but remember pre-All-Star break, we had made a little push. But we had lost to the Nets in a game after they traded everybody away, and he was launching shot, and we're like, dude.
Yeah, that was probably the worst I've seen him play all year. That was the most old Zach I've seen in a while. But to his credit, since then, like you said, he's recognized when his shot's not out. You don't see a lot of 2 for 9 from the 3-point line or 1 for 8. He's either hitting them or he's not. So
Yep.
Yeah, it's dude, his game, I mean, it truly looks effortless when he takes it to the rim sometime.
Yes. Like
you not just if that was me, I just would do that every time.
And I really think, and I know again, people are going to call us the meatballs, feed Vooch, because the last couple of games,
yeah,
he's not been afraid to establish himself inside and like just you talk about effortless. It's like dribble, hook, make.
Right there, yeah. And do you remember last year when he was so bad at the rim?
I do.
He was bad at the little baby hook shots and anything.
Like,
yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you. Keep feeding him inside. The offense always works better when they go in through him, anyways. Since Lonzo got hurt, that seems to be the most effective way to, consistently have a good offense. But
we touched on this a week or two right after we got Pat Bev. That it takes Iowa out of the starting lineup, but Billy's been bringing in like this young second unit. He leaves P. Will out there, and he's got Kobe and Io, and it's like really you're getting some energy.
Yeah, I like that unit a lot. That's like you almost get excited when they start bringing in the second unit. Like, all right, let's see P. Will and Kobe and Io. Like,
and then I know he likes to like bring in DeMar for a bit to kind of like probably temper things a little bit and be like, all right,
not completely, just run and lose control, but
it's fun. Like that part's fun. You got. We got pieces to work. There was a time when it looked so bleak, and I'm not going to go out and be like, Bulls, clear favorite, NBA championship. But it's like, we're going to be in the playoffs.
Right. We're realistic,
like
where we are. But compared to where we were, like, again, do we give them all the credit? But pre-Pat Beverly trade to now, like, and the defense is better. I mean, like what did they – I know it's been a couple weeks, so I don't know if we did the 76, if we talked about when they beat the 76ers.
Oh, that was awesome.
Where they, like, held them to just over 100 points in double overtime. So
I haven't been, like, had that much, like, fun in a game watching since remember they beat the Bucks literally right before All-Star break?
Yeah.
Like the night before, 2 nights, and I was like,
like, yes.
Yeah, I was like at a Rage Against the Machine concert, like just fired up. Yeah.
Well, hey, maybe we got a few more moments like that coming up here.
I hope so. I mean, if we can go 2-0 and head into Atlanta 2-0, and they're kind of reeling either 1-1 or oh man,
yeah, that's huge.
I hate Trae Young.
Oh, me too. Get him out of here.
You wispy-haired bitch. I
was going to say either shave it off or fill it in somehow.
Do something, man.
Do something
and
with it.
He's good. I'm not saying he's not good.
Yeah, but I don't. And then that's, we get into the play. Let's just say we get that 8th spot. And then, again, I don't know what is it, a 3-game? I don't know how the playing game. We're not fully fresh on how that works yet. But if they get in as an 8 seed, like we've shown that we can beat the Bucks this year. Again, not saying that they will. I know the playoffs are completely different, but I think we can make it a competitive series, if nothing else.
I'm with you. I don't. And where did I read? Or were you and I talking about it? Like somebody, I don't know if it was like Brian Windhorst or somebody like tweeted out like, out of consensus of Eastern Conference teams, like nobody wants the Bulls in the to face the Bulls in the playoffs.
Yeah. I would agree because they're a lot better than most 8 seeds or.
Yes, and Chris Middleton's hurt. Chris Middleton hasn't played in.
Yeah, he's been out for a while, right?
A while.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna rely. Like I'm not saying Vooch matches up great with. No one matches up great with Giannis, but it's like. You got an all-star caliber center in Vooch going against them. And then you bring in Patrick Williams, like arguably one of the best defenders in the East.
Yeah. And I agree with you that especially if Chris Middleton is not playing for them, like that benefits the Bulls a lot because that creates a huge mismatch for them, like in their favor if he is playing. But if not, it kind of levels it out a little bit, we just have to focus on Giannis and, we have enough good guard defenders to take care of Drew Holiday. So
Drew Holiday, he is tough, but it's like I always think, does somebody really want AC and Pat Bev now? Like, oh
yeah, and then have Kobe coming off the bench or Io coming off the bench
yeah.
on them. Yeah,
let me ask you this: does Billy think if we're playing the Bucks and you have those two at least in Giannis and Drew Holiday, do we say we have these 4 guards? Let's throw full court at Drew Holiday the whole game and just, I mean, not that we're trying to get an 8-second call or a turnover, but just
that constant pressure, make it hard for him to bring the ball up every time.
Like, we're not picking you up at half court. We're not picking you up 3/4 court. Like, we are there when you inbound the ball.
Inbound, yeah. And with that, boom, right up in you. But with those, just keep a rotation, keep them fresh, keep pressure on that ball the whole time. I like that idea.
And obviously Billy knows way more than me, but I would just love to see it first, made basket. P-Bev is just waiting at the baseline.
Right there, yeah. Hey, don't sell yourself short. Don't pretend like Billy has texted you, like he hasn't emailed you. Don't pretend like he has.
Yeah, maybe a movie recommendation. He's asked me what's good on Netflix, but
John's picks.
Yeah, those are some classic ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we just got things are going good. And like we said, I know we lost 2 in a row, but it's we're in that Lakers Clippers. That's a hard. God.
Yeah, and the Clippers are a good team, man.
Yes, and we were playing overtime, double overtime.
Yeah.
I think we played 3-game stretch and we went into overtime in 2 of them and back-to-back games.
Yeah, and one of them being a double overtime.
Yeah, and then we got our asses kicked. But that was
that happens.
That happens. So we got a lot to look forward to. If we get Javonte, things are trending for us.
So what do we got then? We have 6 games left. Is that what it is? I know we keep checking.
Yeah, we keep checking. I think it was 6. Let's see. There's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games.
6.
Is 5-1?
Oh my God!
We
go 5-1, and that 8 seed is ours. I think we go 4-2. The issue I think with 4-2 is I think Atlanta holds a tiebreaker over us because they beat us that heartbreaker down in Atlanta.
Oh, it's going to come down to those 0.4 of a second.
Yeah, but hey, let's handle our bit. We always say, you can't worry about what other people are doing. You worry about.
Yep.
Whatever happens. Trevin's already said we're going to go 2-0 here. So that's positive.
Yep. Yeah, because we have the Hornets tomorrow at 6, I believe, right? Early tip-off.
I think those early tip-offs.
Yeah, I know. They're a little bit tough. I usually only catch the second half.
Maybe is it a 6 o'clock? That sucks.
Yeah,
you're right. It's a 6 o'clock. And, we can't fall into a trap because Charlotte, Alcine and I went to that game last year, very end of the year, and they beat the crap out of us.
I remember that game. That's where they were literally raining threes.
Oh, it was insanity. So we need to go out, take care of business, really make that Memphis game a priority. And then it's Atlanta game of the year for us.
It's on. Yep. Yeah, we'll plan on doing something Tuesday.
Yeah. I will text you Tuesday morning.
Yeah,
we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I might have a screaming kid with me, but who knows? We'll see.
I might have one as well. Maybe.
Yeah. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Just so you know, the Cubs won today 4-0 on opening day. That's all.
Did they really? Well, we're gonna have to get our other pod going with those other 2 yahoos.
Yeah. You know who we're talking about. You
guys know exactly. You guys can follow him on Twitter, Upper Deck 40, and I don't know what Frank's handle is because he's got a couple burner accounts.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of which one he's.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of all his burner accounts.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we might have something coming out with some Chicago baseball. Get a couple different perspectives on things. He's saying Cubs won, Sox played tonight, so that should be fun.
Yeah, baseball season, it's here.
Back. Well,
but the focus, Bulls season, we got to finish strong.
Finish strong.
Yep.
So, All right, we got some highlights to look forward to. Trevin gave us a 2-0. We should have another podcast out before that, hopefully. Trevin, as always, this has been fun.
That's
so.